The Dodgers got just way too powerful, and we are unlocking the Dodgers right now. Brad J with you here. Dodgers Digest. Hit the subscribe, like, and turn on those notifications. But the Dodgers, once again, have got way too powerful, and they're showing it with the bats in a big way. Who am I talking about? You never would have guessed it, right? People were giving up on this guy with a month ago, saying he needs to go to OKC. He needs to be out. Someone else needs to be brought up. All this was being talked about. This guy, look, hey, I'm guilty of kind of feeding into it too a little bit. I was thinking the same thing. I'm talking about Max frickin' Muncy. Huh? Can I get a, oh yeah, Max Muncy? Get some, son. Back-to-back home runs in 2 different games. Max Muncy. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what he needs to do. That is the Max Muncy. What we saw last night is the Max Muncy we want to see moving forward. And if Max wants to stay with the team, doing what he did last night makes a great case for that for sure. What did the dude do? What did Max do? Look at the bottom line right there. So Max had 4 at bats. He had scored 2 runs, 3 hits, 4 RBIs. Count them 4 in a huge rout against the A's, the Sacramento A's, and 1 base on balls, which he normally does anyways. So he's now taking his batting average, which was, I mean, what was it like, .071 like a month ago, to now a 207 for Max Muncy. And you may be thinking, Brad, whoa, settle down, dude. It's only 207. He's a career 227. It's okay. That's good. That's trending in the right direction, is what all the kids would say. He's career 227. He's hitting 207, 20 notches off his normal what he hits. 16 RBI so far this season, 1 stolen base. Whoa, what? Max with a stolen base. Love to hear it. 664 OPS. I think his career OPS is like just above 8. So there you go. And that's what we need out of Max frickin' Muncy, what we saw right there. And you see he's so comfortable at the plate right now. So all the haters, which there was a lot of you, I could show receipts to every single one of you out there who had some hate on Muncy saying he needs to go, he needs to be traded. I don't think so. But look, I was one of those guys who was kind of feeding into it because of what he was doing. I mean, remember Muncy Watch? That was at the start of the season where, what did he go, like 25 at bats without a hit or something like that? So, I mean, it was warranted. What was wrong with Muntz? He went and got glasses because of astigmatism. He went to Kike's doctor, his optometrist, and took care of that. Was swinging the torpedo bat for a game. He was trying everything. He was throwing everything at the ball, including the kitchen sink. But Max Muncy coming out of it, back-to-back games with home runs. This is exactly what the doctor has ordered for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Okay? There it is. And remember, 207, career 227. If that guy can just crush some long balls for us, we'd be good to go. All right. Dalton Rushing with a huge impact off the bat, literally. See what I did there? Because, you get it? He hits the ball really hard, kind of like Ohtani. I think it was 110 exit velocity yesterday on one of his base hits. So, get it? Dalton Rushing with a huge impact off the bat, literally. It doesn't have the same effect when I have to tell a joke like that. It doesn't make sense. Let's look at the rest of what everyone else is doing. There's Rushing in the middle right there. Here's what he did yesterday. How's that OPS? Yeah, it's a small sample, Brad J. It's only 4 at bats, but he is batting .500. So I'd like to see that. But he looks so freaking comfortable. And taking a walk. How was that? His first at bat. People are swinging out of their shoes in their first major league at bat. And then you got Rushing comes in and takes a walk. Like, that dude is so money. It is so good to have. And here's one of the awesome things about having Rushing on the team right now. Is, you talk about Robert saying, okay, he's going to catch, twice a week to give Will Smith a break. That's great. But don't think that's all, because he can also play outfield as well. So you can pepper him in that. You can bring him off the bench. He looks so dang comfortable. It is just something to watch. 24 years old, wasting no time, and getting down to business Dodger style. Big stuff right there at a Dalton Rushing. So happy they brought him up. Feel bad for Barnes, but as Roberts even said, Barnes is going to find a spot. Someone said, popped off in a message, said Barnes will be managing the Rockies soon. So that would be sick. I'd be very happy to see that thing go down. All right, Dodgers with a bullpen game yesterday. And how did the bullpen game go? First off, I'm a huge fan of Sauer. I'm going to say that right now because he's from my neck of the woods. He lived in Santa Maria. That is the birth of the tri-tip, by the way. But he also went to Rigetti High School. What other Dodger went to Rigetti High School? That'd be Robin Ventura. Actually went to Rigetti High School. So, I mean, Robin was a Dodger for a little while. There you go. But Sauer, big fan. 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, two of them earned, 2 walks, 2 Ks, and did give up the 1 long ball. But I felt like home plate umpire just really kind of put him behind, made 2 bad calls, gave 2 balls. And that walk, I feel like that should have been a strikeout. And that started off him like just giving up that home run. So I think Sauer was so good. Banda, good to see him getting in walking 1, but getting a K, not giving up any runs, lowering that ERA, 4.35. Robleski, saw an interview with him before the game. He looks confident. He loves to do what he does. And look at that. Only gave up 1 hit in 4 innings, but struck out 4. And his ERA was way up there. That's come down to an 8.0. So big ups. Dodger bullpen game was a solid one for sure for the Dodgers. And, of course, you got to talk about this. Shohei being Shohei, doing Shohei type of things. For those keeping track, Shohei's up to 15 home runs and 10 stolen bases, putting him at roughly a 55-36 pace. He's ahead of where he was last year when he had 12 homers and 10 steals through the Dodgers' first 44 games. So he's got 15 and 10. Do you think Shohei can do it? Can he go the route and make that happen again? I mean, it's just, here's what Max Muncy even said about him. It doesn't have to be a bobblehead night, and it doesn't. It could be any night, and Shohei's going to show. It doesn't have to be bobblehead night. That's just kind of every night, third baseman Max Muncy said. He's incredible. It's really, really fun to be on the same field with him every day. I kind of expect something crazy, and he seems to do it. So Max Muncy saying that about him. So here's where it's kind of stacking up. Ohtani's 6 RBIs were a season high for him. Starting with that sac fly, got that in the second. That drove in Dalton. And Dalton, of course, getting 2 hits in his. Ohtani's first homer of the night was that 3-run blast. Wild third inning. That third inning was awesome, man. That was, if you watch 1 inning, that's the one you want to watch. Go back and watch the condensed game on MLB. The Dodgers batted around, plating 7 runs in total with his team holding the secured double-digit lead. Roberts opted to give Freddie and Mookie and Andy the night off. Night off early from the big game. And you know what? And you've got to do that. We talked about that. You've got to give Freddie breaks. There is no other way that Freddie makes this whole year, and we need him in position. So you definitely need to give Freddie breaks, and you got to give the other guys breaks too. And so when you have a route, there is no reason in the world why you should not give the guys breaks at that point. And I like what Roberts did. And I want to give major kudos to Roberts by sticking with the Munts. You're sticking with Muncy, man. Like a lot of people gave up. They were like waving the white flag, jumping off the ship. But Muncy stood fast and made it. And Roberts stayed with that decision. So I like that. I feel like in the past, Roberts might have replaced him early. But even I was giving into it too as well. I apologize, Max, if you're watching this. Sorry about that. Believe in you. Keep doing what you're doing, Max Muncy. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Hey, that's going to do it. Dodgers Digest, Brad J. I got to go, man. Hey, do what you're supposed to do. Subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. And always remember, as you go through your most awesome day, just to think Dodger Blue. and let's go Dodgers.